Turn it on. You can keep that on.
Yeah, I just changed it. I work.
Hey y'all.
What up, though?
You look light skinned, babe.
I am. Oh, that ain't my phone. That's your phone.
Why y'all in my phone? We don't share secrets like that.
You don't. I don't need you knowing what I got going on.
You need to go on what I got going on
All in my business.
in my business. But that's your business.
That is my business. I clicked on it. Why it didn't come up?
I don't know, baby. Hey y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Y'all know black people borrow anything. Today we borrowing Wi-Fi. We is borrowing Wi-Fi.
That's right.
Look, I'm gonna put my lights in my mama name. Like Felicia from Friday. Craig, I can borrow your microwave. Y'all come on in and tell us where you from. If you borrowing microwave on today. I'm trying to find this something. Can you go to it? I'm trying to download upload.
I tried to go to it. I clicked on the link. It didn't work.
What link, baby?
It sent a thing saying that it was live.
Okay, just go to Facebook then.
I'm on Facebook and it didn't work.
Right, Mr. Thomas gotta be so difficult.
I'm not difficult.
Each and every week, every periodical time.
This technology, it ain't what you thinking.
It ain't what I'm thinking, babe.
No,
I don't know what y'all gonna do.
I know what I'm gonna do
with Mr. Tomas. I'm trying.
So right here, that's it.
To upload this video.
I don't see it.
That's not the right one, baby. If it ain't me in your picture, it ain't it.
Well, you got more than one.
One is a group.
Community, that's it. You're all expressing me.
Somebody said something earlier. Do not put that Richmond. You really starting the Richmond Heights stuff already? That is not of God. We already see what Richmond Heights do. At that funeral, we see what Richmond Heights do.
God made me. I got my choice.
I'm trying to find this to the file.
Your people will be my people. Well,
let me go ahead and share screen. Oh, look, Mike already done put Richmond. I don't want maybe.
You don't want no nuts?
No. What?
Don't get my nuts in your mouth.
Cedric being inappropriate, trying to put nuts in my mouth. I don't want them.
They're good.
I'm gonna tell. Stop.
They salty and sweet.
Boy, shut your mouth. Stupid.
I'm serious. Yeah, they're honey salt.
Look, he told me don't hate. Right. Hey, Mike. Has wifey.
Right. What's up, Big Mike?
She is under the weather. She said she's been trapped in the closet / house. I'm trying to find this picture. Okay, here it go right here.
What video?
Right here. I'm about to share my screen in order for them.
What is that?
The video I sent you today. Did you watch it? With the girl?
Yeah. Well, I watched the first half of it. But what's the name?
With Tamara Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So Sherry TFA, she's hanging in there. I hope she feel better because ain't no fun.
I know that's right. Being sick, hurt, sucks.
Look, she talking about I'm still living, but yet still shut in. Well, we glad that you're living, right. And I take shut in as opposed to dead in. Dead in. Yeah, we don't like that one. Okay. Mm-hmm. So come on in and let us know who's here. Let us know. What I said. Let us know who's here. So we are in a different location, as you see. Spectrum. Play too much. Spectrum. Oh, look. Deidre and Tasha. I told them, I said, y'all can support us. So they said, we do sometimes. And then they was like, they booty stank and stuff. But
What's
they
up,
over there,
team?
look, but they over there they over there faking like they working at the church. I'm gonna tell my daddy ain't working. They said, what you call it, Reverend Big Head? Waterhead? What you call it? Reverend Waterhead? They said they ain't doing nothing. They said you don't tell them what to do. No. Well, hello. Well, from Oklahoma. I can't talk. Oklahoma. So y'all didn't come in and tell us where you're from.
Oklahoma.
Look, DJ said, "What's up, team?" You hush. So we got Oklahoma. We got Richmond Heights.
Say Oklahoma.
I said Oklahoma.
Just say it again. Oklahoma.
I said Oklahoma. What's wrong with Oklahoma?
You said Oklahoma the first
I did
time.
not say Oklahoma. I said Oklahoma. Okay. Your mammy said Oklahoma.
Well, she ain't here, so we don't know what she said.
Oh Lord, here go another APK. Deidre and Lena. Oh God! Look! All these APK. We can't do APK. I there's a limit of Richmond Heights and a limit of APK that I can take at one time, at one periodical time.
You always hating, Dimitri.
You shut up,
Demetrius Holmes.
Whatever. So
you don't even know Demetrius.
There was a video that went viral, and it was a girl was married. Mm-hmm. She came home from a convention,
right?
Walked into their apartment, and the apartment was butt naked.
First of all, I'm gonna blame her.
Look, wait a minute. Better eat them nuts. I'm
trying to tell you,
Lena. Whatever.
Look, don't be turning down free nut. And I said they sweet and salty and they warm.
Wait, well, how did they get to be warm?
They were in the warmer when I bought them from the fancy. So yeah, you tripping. This is a blessing unto you.
Anyway, she came home from this convention, and the apartment was butt naked.
There was a few things in there.
It was her. She sell paparazzi jewelry, so that was on the wall still.
That little glass desk in there, and a few little.
I didn't see a glass desk, but only thing in the closet was her wedding dress. So
where was all her clothes at?
It looks like he took those too.
Why he took her clothes?
So we got to figure out if the petty was just strong. Okay, Len, you saw that video? Okay, so there's so many things that we got to find out that we need to dissect.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say that, I don't condone it, but I think she's at fault here. She was gone too long. She was gone for like 7-8 days. She wasn't
going on 7-8 days.
It was. She left for like the 1st, came back the 7th or the 8th. That's too long. 2-3 days tops. You can't be going 5-6 days, letting men wander around without no supervision.
So that means that he can go and I keep getting the wrong one. That means he can go and
you can't leave that man alone that long. His attention span short.
So okay, so I'm going to show this. I'm going to try to show this. I'm going to attempt to show this video because I think I can share my screen because I couldn't upload the video because I couldn't find it. Okay. I ain't even give it permission. Child share. Share the thing. Wait, I had to hit share from Google. Look, Google it. All right, so I gotta share give it permission.
You don't know what you doing.
You hush. Okay.
I thought you knew something.
All right. So y'all can see my screen. I'm gonna pull up this video. All right. So I want y'all to look at this video and listen.
This is my apartment after I came back home from Vegas. I had a convention in Vegas. I was gone the 2nd through the 7th. Came home to my apartment completely wiped out. My husband left. He left me my jewelry here in this room here. Yeah, and took everything else. including some items that belong to solely me. He also took the washer and dryer out of here.
That boy savage.
Also took the bed, took everything out of here, cut off the internet service so I can no longer work from home. And then cleared out the closet here, which y'all come to like. Cleared the closet here and left the wedding dress in here. I'll leave that right there for him.
You can't even wash your drawers.
Okay.
That boy savage.
There's a video the guy apparently made. Okay, so I was trying to find that because Brooke said that my niece told me that something he wrote something under a post, but I didn't find it. I was looking today. I didn't find anything that he wrote. But let's just talk about this portion of it. So she was on the Tamron Hall show and she said that because Tamron Hall was like, wasn't nothing wrong, no problems, no nothing. And so she said that first said no, she said we had problems before because she wanted to do be an entrepreneur and he didn't believe in that or didn't agree with it or whatever. So she said they decided to go to counseling and they were going to counseling. She said that everything, well, see, that's what he said. But then there's some things so supposedly he made a video and said, well, I just heard that he wrote a comment. I didn't know there was a video out there.
Agreement for what?
Like that he was leaving and that he was taking all this stuff. But like,
so she knew is what he's saying.
That's what he's saying, but he said she didn't know he was going to do it at that time. I guess like he tried.
The time hasn't been decided, but he was leaving at some point.
That's what he said. She said that they went to counseling and things were good, and that they said things were good. You get what I'm saying? So anyway,
somebody lied. That's what's going on here. Somebody is a lie.
Somebody is not telling all the truth. Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Somebody lied.
So, all right. So let's fast forward. So they were going to counseling. She went on a trip. So this is the first. We're gonna dissect the video, the first part. So she called her best friend. Her friend, but she had taken the video and sent it to her best friend. Best friend said you should post it. Well, she said she only had 100 people on TikTok because it was just her, like her people on Facebook like that. But what happened when she posted the video, which her best friend encouraged her to do, it went viral. So
how does that happen? That means that one of those people shared it or something?
Right. Like if I share a video or, you can download them and stuff too. And then, so then you can share it. And when you do the video, it has your username. So people can go to your page and follow it.
But she don't get no money from that, right?
Mm-mm. Yeah, she's not one of them certified TikTokers, so no. But
you got to be certified to get money.
Something like that. Okay. So I went to her page and I saw the video. So she did a 30-day update.
Oh, so that's old, that video.
Yeah. She did a 30-day
update.
Yeah. So supposedly she's still not been able to locate him. Because he wouldn't answer the phone or nothing for her. So this is the thing. They've been together since they were 16.
Oh, you tied up.
What? He what?
Sick of her.
Cedric said he's sick of her.
He's sick of her. My mama told me I ain't listen.
But really, what? So tell me some things you think was happening with that.
I just told you. They've been together since they was 15. How old are they now? They look like 30-something, mid-30s.
Right.
Oh, yeah. You sick of her.
But people that have been together that long.
No, but the difference is after you get together, after you've experienced some things, but you haven't experienced anything. You've been together since y'all was 15. Like, you know what I mean? What are your other experiences? If you've been with somebody for 20 years and you married them when you were 21, 25, that's different than being with somebody since you was 15.
But we know a couple couples like that, and they still married and whatever.
Yeah, but that's not normal.
Right. But okay. So first of all, the fact that he did it so savagely.
Yeah, that was savage. He took the wash and dry.
But he took the stuff out of the apartment. Looks like he took her clothes. That's not been confirmed. But he not answering her calls, like complete shutdown. Like there's no communication at all. Like if you've been with somebody that long, even a friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
unless they did something that was just
well, you can look at it two ways though, because you could look at it from the side of if he communicates with her, then he might be tempted to go back. And so if he may not want to go back, so he just sever all communication so he don't backtrack. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's the only way you can leave a situation just completely, bury it and forget about it, because you have those people, you talk to them, and before you know it, you be moving back in, and they'll just come have a drink with me. Just let's come go to dinner. And before you know it, you be with them all day, every day again. So that could be. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that's a possibility.
so. My question: if her version of the story is the truth, let's just go for one.
Mm-hmm.
Did she not see red flags? Were there not red flags that?
I would assume there always not always, but normally there are something. Something is amiss afoot.
Right. I think that they're probably red flags, and she probably dismissed them as, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Well, but they went to counseling, so she was proactive. So that's
she
good.
did, because he was saying that that he couldn't. I don't know why I don't know why he necessarily can't support. Everybody don't believe in entrepreneurship, but they still. I've never seen anybody say, I don't want to be with you if that's what you're gonna do.
I've never seen that be a deal breaker. What you're trying to say,
right. Like, I mean, have anybody ever heard of that being a deal breaker? Hey, Danielle.
What's going on, Danielle?
So there had to be red flags. You can't tell me the word. Like, even if it's because men do things subtly. They drop little subtle stuff. Like, they might not be like, you make me feel or whatever, but I'm sure it was red flags.
I'm sure too. But like I said, I'm not going to assimilate.
Tanja said no what? Like, no, what would you say?
I don't know.
We're talking about deal breaker, red flags. So
elaborate there, Sister Tanja.
So you come home, it's empty. Like, even if on his side, if what I've heard, he made comments. I heard he made comments. I didn't hear a video. But if he made comments to the fact that they had an arrangement that he was leaving at some point in time, and they arranged with what he was getting. And I heard say in the time they were together, she didn't see the red flags. Oh, listen. First of all, if they're red flags, you see them, you ignore them, or you minimize how significant they are. Like, red flags is red flags. Like, if when he get upset, he kind of punched the wall or whatever, like, it, not even with you, just like road rage, and like if he just go extreme, and he was like, he might got some anger issues. If you just see stuff taken from 0 to 100 real quick, everything taken that, you like.
Well, I will say this too. We've seen our fair share of couples, and there are some couples, especially one of the people in the couple, where they don't listen as well.
Yes.
And so it could have been a case where they talked about it, and he thought they came to a conclusion, and she came to a whole nother.
Now that's facts, because
that's what I'm saying. She came to a whole nother thing in her mind, when that wasn't the case, because we've seen that firsthand. Well, what did he say? And they'd be like, oh, he said, no, that ain't what he said.
And so one of the things we do when we're talking to couples and going through our sessions with couples, like, why are you here? He'll say, why are you here? She'll say. Now, you can't say she made me and he made me. Like, right. What do you feel is the issue, the reason we're here? So a lot of times we'll say, what did you hear him say? And several times the wife would be like, he said that my mama, and then he don't wash the car. You'd be like,
that's not what he said at all.
That ain't what he said at all. Like, when I say it'd be so off base
from what was actually said.
Of what was actually said. But sometimes it's not even the words, it's what he's trying to convey. He may not use the right words, right, but what he's trying to convey. But you're so busy waiting to defend yourself, to prove that he's wrong, right, that you are.
I'm saying it could have been that type of situation where he's saying,
very possible.
We talked and we had an agreement, and she's like, no, she came to this whole other conclusion in her own universe that's not the case. I'm
That's
not
true.
saying that is, but it's a possibility.
That's a very. I wanted to explore the possibility because I this just kind of threw me for a loop because, you know.
Well, to me, I think that's a very real possibility because you're saying if she didn't see the red flags, but she had to if they went to counseling, because I'm sure the counseling was her idea. It wasn't his.
It was.
Right. So she saw something. So in my mind, that eliminates that. So it had to be, well, something was discussed and a mutual understanding was not reached.
Right.
Each party had their own version of events. And so I think that's where things kind of fell apart. And so she was caught off guard and he was like, oh, we already discussed this. It was a go. And she thought in her mind that it was a maybe.
Right.
Well, we'll talk about it when I get back.
Right. Okay. Well, that's fair.
Right.
So Danielle, you asked what happened. You want to sum it up? Or you want me
to? I think it's so ridiculous. You go ahead.
Wife went to a conference, came home to her apartment, and it was butt naked. Like he took everything out of the apartment, furniture.
You just like saying butt naked because you keep saying that.
I like butt naked.
I see you like saying that.
You know I'm a nudist.
Yeah.
If I could be in a nudist colony without seeing all these other bad body people, I really would. But that
defeats the colony part of it. You want to be a nudist island by yourself.
So he took all the stuff. He wouldn't answer her calls. He wouldn't do anything. And so we're trying to figure out, were there red flags? In which we're pretty sure there were. What was red flag? What could have happened?
Trying to figure out what were the precipitous events.
The precipitous events.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, what happened before?
What had happened was.
All right, Lena says.
That's what happens when you blatantly disregard what a person is saying and make your own interpretation. Her mind was probably so stuck on the girls' weekend and totally ignored what they discussed.
So now, Lena, that wasn't a girls' weekend, though.
That was a
conference or convention or something.
But we don't know if it was work related, though.
No, but listen,
it could have been one of them Bible conferences.
No, well, she showed it was some kind of work something.
Woman get loose or something.
Listen, it was some kind of work something because I was today after we was going to do this, I watched her TikToks, and one of them she was like, I really don't owe you guys an explanation, because people were saying, oh, he must have caught you cheating, or you must have been with this dude, blah, blah. But she was in Vegas with her sister-in-law. So she was like, if I was going to be cheating, I wouldn't take my sister-in-law with me, which is true.
Oh, that was his sister?
No, that was the sister-in-law was married to one of the other brothers.
One of her brothers.
She found out later that he had planned to do this 30 days prior to this. So
he knew she was going out of town.
So I don't think that. Yeah, I guess when she found out she's doing a trip, you're booking a trip, you go do whatever. But she took video. Okay, but I'm saying she took videos and played them and showed them, like her in the convention, whatever. Because you had a chair set up, they got the big old screen. She showed all the stuff just to prove, because people were like coming for her, like, you must have been cheating. Wow. Like, and I'm not saying that she might not have misread the flags, but we went to attacking her that she was cheating and she was this. I'm saying that's what the people were doing in the comments, which I thought was a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say either way. It's a series of unfortunate events.
Okay, is this why all the red flag posts started? See, I was talking to our son Sean today about the red flags. And so what happened? They got a little thing now where they would put something like Brooke put all lives matter. And then she put red flag, like this is a problem. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you write something and say it's a problem.
Okay.
Like Sean put having no relationship with God and then put red flags behind it. Like that's a problem.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think that's why, because we use the term red flags, but I haven't heard anybody that either talk to her or anything that are in reference to her. I just did what we normally do when we're assessing couples, like there had to be some red flags coming up prior. So then, yeah, I want to know where that red flag thing started too. I know it started on Twitter. My son said that, but how, what, I don't know.
When was the counseling? How far was it before? Was that before he planned the 30 days, or was it after the plan 30 days, or you don't know?
Now that I don't know.
But that would be interesting to know when the counseling happened in juxtaposition to the trip.
Because he may have already had planned prior counseling,
Right.
or he may
Sometimes
he didn't like where counseling was going, and he didn't see any
right.
hopes of the end.
Sometimes people have their mind made up already when they go to counseling.
Right.
Like, I'll go, but it's pretty much a done deal. I'm up out of here.
Right. Okay. You said conference with her friend, but Lane, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't just her, it was her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law went with her. I didn't see the sister-in-law in the video at the conference. So just like if you go on a trip, like if I went to Vegas and my sister might go with me, I may be going for work-related things. She may be just going along. You get what I'm saying? So that we don't know the context of, what I don't want to add anything to it that I don't know. I don't want necessarily take away.
I bet you were gone too long. I keep saying that.
I mean, but what does that mean? If I be gone that long, you're not going to move out the house and take everything. That's not.
I'm saying we don't have that type of scenario and those parameters set up.
I don't get what that means.
Like if your relationship is already tenuous, you might not want to be taking long trips and separations. You know what I'm saying? Like if your relationship is not in a good place. That don't make sense.
Yeah, but if you've been with somebody since you was that young, you just don't think they finna bounce like that.
No, but I'm just saying, like if
okay, wisdom would tell you that.
Right. If we're in a bad place, I'm not gonna be gone 7, 8, 10 days, like 2-3 days max. I get on back to the crib.
So here goes the thing. What we've talked about this weekend, what we've learned that a lot of people don't know what a healthy marriage looks like.
Right.
They don't know what a healthy relationship looks like. So their dysfunction, whether it's 20 years,
right,
it is dysfunction.
Right, but that's normal for some people.
Right. And so sometimes people can get a glimpse of something else and be like, I want what they got. And this is not going to be that. You get what I'm saying?
That's correct.
2, he could have had somebody else that he have, like, when things are not right at home, a lot of times people start having work buddies or
right,
people that they hang out with, opposite sex, a listening ear. And it may not start off as to be an affair, but it ends up being that way.
Right.
And what he had at home might just be like, I gave too much of my life to this, I'm bouncing. Right. And he may not want to tell her I got somebody else, just so many other things, because truthfully, the more information you get, it can be worse on you in a divorce proceeding. Like if you be saying you cheating, like there's so many things that could take place. So,
well, I think you want to abide in his business,
right? So, the other part was, so he said that what did he say? That they came to an agreement about what he was taking, that he was leaving, but he left early because he didn't want any drama when he left. So he left early. But
I can see that, but I don't believe that she would agree to let him take the wash and dry.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that.
No, ain't no woman will let you take the wash and dry.
But listen, that whole, like, there's no bed in there. Yeah, like, right. I'm gonna come home and agree to me having no bed, no couch, or nothing, no TV.
The thing he's saying is you might have agreed to it, but the time frame wasn't set. But yeah, I don't believe that. He took all the TVs. I know they had more than one.
Right.
You could have left one, the little one, for the latest up.
The little one?
Yeah, you could have left the 30-inch big back. Take all the flat screens.
What's wrong?
Wrong for that, man.
So, okay, so
did he take a Facebook page too?
Might well.
That's cold.
So she said she can't work from home. He took the Wi-Fi box or something like that. She said to like
turn it off.
Oh, but like, you think a woman is going to say, okay, you can turn the Wi-Fi off? You know what?
Get the Wi-Fi, her mama name. Put something on it.
But even working, that's a lot to come back and have to try to rebuild from nothing. Now, he said that she had new furniture coming, that he paid 1 month of the rent up. And this is what I heard he said. And that somebody, he could have left the kitchen TV right.
Right, the little TV, something.
That he said, well, this is what Brooke told me he said that but his thing was supposed to be in the comments under one of the stories that was written about it.
Right.
But as much as they're sabotaging his name, you don't think he would have came out and said something?
Listen, he need to make a response video.
Right. So, but anyway, what he said was supposedly that he had paid rent 1 month up and she got new furniture, stuff that was coming, blah, blah, blah.
So basically said she was lying.
He said she's being a drama queen, supposedly.
Okay.
Like she
Well, I mean,
I knew
that
she was
could be the case.
Like I knew she knew it was coming.
Right.
The only difference was the time frame.
Right.
And they had already agreed to everything. I can't believe that she would agree to wash or dry. Like that's the stuff that's that like.
Well, but only I can see that if when it was happening, she A didn't believe that he was gonna go through with it, and B being petty, because women petty is very strong. Like, just take everything. You can have everything. You know, like in that kind of situation. Not she didn't really mean it, but she said it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that could have been it. And then when she came home and saw the house empty, it could have been a shock to her. Like, he really did it. Like, I didn't believe he was gonna leave me.
Okay, if I said take everything, I wouldn't think you're gonna take the wash and dry.
But
like you know what I'm saying? Like that's
men and women think differently.
That's true.
And you said everything. Everything mean everything.
Where was her clothes? I want to know.
Hey, I'm saying that's a scenario because you know 1 minute just says you can have everything. They'd be petty and just say stuff and be trying to be slick. And then when it happened, they'd be looking stupid in the face. Cause I know she didn't believe he was gonna do that.
I know she did.
They've been together that long, like that joke ain't gonna leave me. He talking trash, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that
in this instance, the WAP didn't work.
It might not have been well.
It ain't work.
But that now let's go another version. It could be that we're having problems, we're not intimate. Because you know women is notorious. They are notorious.
They will hide the cookies.
They will not give up that front factor.
Yeah, they put the cookies in a high place. And so that you cannot reach them.
The hot pocket is cold. It's in the freezer.
Yeah.
On the top shelf.
And it won't thaw out. That's crazy. There's so many variables that could be. I want to see him do an interview and see what he got to say.
I'm trying to Google right now and see if I can find that he did one, because Lena said that he did one.
We need to see some receipts.
Okay, so this was in August, September, October. Okay, she did okay. So
it was in Tennessee. I thought it was somewhere else.
I never knew what it was.
When she said, I thought it was somewhere else.
So I don't know, because like usually when you do search like this, all the videos of her come up, but not. See, this was in the shade room. That's what it was. Brooke said it was underneath the comments. In so the shade room.
In Tennessee, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Portia is her name.
No, go back. She's a newly certified self-love coach. What the world is that? So she was at a conference for some self-love?
No.
Certified?
No, I saw that self-love stuff after this happened.
Did she get certified for self-love when her husband left? That would be very ironic because she's gonna need a lot of self-love now.
But she said, okay, so Portia, who is a newly certified self-love coach, which we don't know what that is. I mean, y'all can Google it and tell me what a self-love coach is.
Google it.
You remember it was a video this African lady was talking and I said Google. So she had Google it. So that's where it came from. And we don't know what self-love coach is. That's the first thing. So if y'all can help us explain that their marriage had their issues like any other, but she doesn't believe he was justified in leaving her the way he did.
Well, this right here says that he gave her an ultimatum in regards to their relationship.
Where?
Right here. It says that Portia, however you say it, says he gave her an ultimatum in regards to choosing her passion and living separately or choosing their marriage. But she said there wasn't any discussion or planning anything. But obviously chose her passion. She wanted to be a self-love coach.
No, that wasn't what the thing was. But
how you know what?
But she said that when after this happened, that's when they went to counsel after this. When that's what it was. He said, I can't do that. So you're going to do this or do that, right? But they went to counseling after. So
Oh, it said he romanced her and they even slept together the night before she left.
right, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't believe that, because she said he told her before he left, like, baby, we gonna work this out. I love you, this whole 9 thing, and then
But it did work it out.
you done gave her.
Listen, you might go to that one more time, please.
Shut your mouth. Shut. So, this is that's so she said she feel like she got played. So if her
the plan was to come back and eat crab legs, that what she said?
So if her version of events were accurate,
which we don't know if they were.
Then
we need a response video, bro. What's it? Don't even mention his name. What's his name?
I thought
his name.
His name. I saw him though on her. She was saying that she said she calls his mother immediately after she couldn't get in contact with him, and claims his mother said Porsche was just upset because he beat her to the punch, like she was gonna leave.
That's what the mother said.
That's what his mother said to her.
She called him. Called her.
But listen, her mother is deceased, and that was my mother figure because they've been together since so young. She was saying she don't really have any family, which, knowing all that stuff, that would be devastating because I don't have family to lean on. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And you take everything from me, so now I gotta try to figure this out. I gotta try to deal with my emotions, financially. That's a lot of stuff. Like, even if you were gonna do it, there's a better way.
She was listening to your favorite song there. Say the way things went down. If I never see him again, it'll be too soon.
What song is that?
You don't remember that song, Dear Rita?
That's Blackavelli, ain't it?
No, it's another.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam, yeah,
that's my jam.
So that was the line from that song.
She said after sharing her story, multiple women have come forward to share their similar experiences and offer their support. So,
she got gifts from complete strangers.
Well, they did. She did say people.
A mattress.
Tony said he lied. See, now just because of, if you've been together long, you know that girl has nobody, and your family is her family. You know what I'm saying? So to do it in that manner.
Well, she might have a side piece on. You never know.
Who, him?
She might.
I think he got a side piece. I think that's why he bounced the way he did.
I'm not gonna jump to conclusions and make assumptions.
I think he lied.
Anything is possible.
I agreed, but I sure think
she could have an estranged relationship with the truth as well.
And I believe there's a bit.
I'm not casting aspersion on anyone.
I believe there's a bit of left out facts.
You say a bit of left out facts
everywhere.
Is that a thing?
Well, and like, okay, so let's go back to when we said a lot of times people hear what they want to hear.
Correct.
She could have taken him for granted that he's not going to move.
That's what I think.
She could have felt like, you're truly not going to leave me for trying to follow my dreams.
I think when they were having a conversation, she might have thought he was in his feelings, but she didn't think he was going to do anything. And when it happened, she was just blown up.
Tanja said, even if she said everything, where was his compassion? And that's what I'm
not arguing that point. I'm just saying, I know sometimes women will say stuff they don't mean when they're being petty.
Right, but I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying. And if you said it, that's what it is.
Baby, everything, I hate that everything is cast as petty now. Like,
I didn't say everything. I'm just saying that could have been. She could have said you can have everything. Being upset with him and petty.
She could have been. You keep saying petty, but she could just been frustrated, honey.
Well, whatever the reason is,
if you go back and forth for a period of time and you feel like you're not getting on, you're like, just take it.
Yeah, but you saying something that you really don't mean is what I'm. That's the whole point of it. Whatever the motivation is.
Okay.
whether it's petty or not. She may have said that, and then when it happened, she was like, "Well, how could he do this?" Well, if you said that, even if you didn't
But
mean it,
Cedric, and okay,
I'm not saying it's right.
I
I'm
know
just
that our
saying.
relationship is not there,
Right.
but if we were in a bad place,
Mm-hmm.
and because even the times we were in a bad place, remember early in our marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought we was going to end it. You remember that times, and
Mm-hmm.
I forgot you came to. We was going to do something. You was getting ready to take me. You was supposed to do something for me, and I was like, I didn't think you was going to do it. And you was like, if I said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That whether we were mad or together, I'm gonna still keep my word.
Correct.
And so you and I hadn't even been together as long as they have. So why would you
Everybody
not?
don't have that. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's true.
Everybody, and even if I did leave, I wouldn't take everything and leave you with nothing. I mean, but everybody's not built that way. When some people through with you, they don't care what happened to you. I'm gonna take everything and that's it. Everybody's not like that. That's what I'm saying. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't assume that people are gonna do the right thing and have passion and have compassion for you or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is what she did in those times. And he's like, you know what? I'm sick of arguing about it. You can have everything or whatever. I'm not saying she did say that, but it's possible. Because why? So he said, well, we had an agreement.
But
he know that she agreed to that under duress.
But he could say that because now, okay, so if you go through her TikTok, you can see pictures of him and her together. So,
but he had to say something because he's looking real bad out here.
Right,
in the streets.
You know what I'm saying. So if okay, just like a guy that beat up a girl, right, or a husband that beat up a wife. If you get blasted that you a wife beater or a woman beater, you gonna be like, oh, I ain't do that. She making it up. Like, there's not men that be like, yeah, I did it. You know, like that's not what they do. They try to make it be that she made it up or she exaggerated or I pushed her off me. You know, like that. So
some kind of justification.
So depending on what level, if they're a liar or how much they want to justify, he could make up a story.
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying I don't know either way. That's why I'm not. I don't know any. I need more details to come up with some kind of conclusion, because if not, you just taking shots in the dark.
And I agree. I don't know. That to me,
that's a weird situation.
It's very weird.
But it's really not, because we know of situations happening around here that was similar. Oh, yeah, we know.
Talking about one they left and then they brought the furniture back when they came back.
They just left. They took everything. Everything.
I don't remember that. I remember you had one that left. Their wife took the furniture, moved in with the girlfriend, then came back with the furniture.
Took everything.
If you leave me and take my furniture to another woman, you can keep that furniture.
You sleep the floor.
You can keep that furniture and your behind, because I don't want it.
You don't want it no more?
No. Not when you done had it at her house. You and her done got to play. You leave me as my husband, take my furniture.
It's our furniture.
Well, now it's all now
equal rights to
it. Now we all in a relationship with the furniture.
It's OPP furniture.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it. Look. You remember?
Yeah.
See, we're not gonna come in here telling secrets now.
Right.
Listen. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
There you go.
Remember Law and Order.
Look, portions of this story are true. The rest we've taken entertainment license.
So we're not gonna know if you've seen the story about the dude that just left his wife, took everything out their apartment. She came home from a convention and he took everything, washer and dryer.
Everything.
Wasn't no clothes in the closet except for her wedding dress, which
you got to wash her drawers in the sink.
But listen, that's real petty. You left the only thing left in the wedding dress. Like,
I don't want that.
I don't want that. What if he gave that to the new chick, and she right here wearing my clothes?
But I'm saying, if I was a chick and a dude left his wife for me, I don't want to sleep on the furniture he had with his wife. I want some new stuff.
Yes.
That part, like, no man around here. You and your wife been doing all kind of whatever on there. I don't want it.
But this is the thing though, like women nowadays,
Leave that there.
but women nowadays, their standards.
I don't get it.
I really think, like she said, she's a self-love coach. We need self-love
Fact.
because
Yeah.
they will settle for a man that has a wife, come see you, go back home, where you know the side piece, but then not the side piece, but he cheating on both of y'all with somebody else.
I don't think that's new. I just think it's more women now that's willing to deal with it than before. It's always been prevalent because they had that song back in the 60s about that.
What song?
Several songs. And don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie's just a man. He's doing the best he can.
Let's say she got a clean slate. Look, she really got a clean slate.
Or the one where the lady said having a piece of man is better than having no man at all.
But I know that it's been happening, but I'm saying
I think it's just more prevalent now.
Like people will say I'm the side piece, like proud. Like people back in the day was a side piece, but they wasn't telling people they was side piece. Like now,
kept it on the hush low.
But now I'm the side piece.
Hush low is a new thing.
Hush low.
Hush low. That's a new thing.
What's a hush low, y'all?
You got to keep it hush and keep it low because nobody doing it now. If you do that, then you're different. Hush low. Keep it on the hush low.
Well, all I know is that there's so much that's open in this story, and there's so many. Like I don't understand the whole purpose of being married and cheating, having a whole relationship with somebody else.
Why don't you understand that? That's having your cake, eating it too.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, but that's why, because if you're not married, even no matter how many women you got, they're gonna be lonely nights. Because they're gonna be nights when
ain't nobody available.
Right. So then what you gonna do? So are you married? Though even those nights when you can't get with the side piece, you still got some hips and thighs in the bed. Might not be the ones you care for so much, but they're there. And then they do all of the domestic tasks. They wash the clothes, they wash the dishes, take care of the kids, so all of the domestic capacity is taken care of. So you winning. And every now and again, you have to give her a little something.
Something like sex or money?
Both.
I know I can have my cake and eat it too, but
that's the whole thing. Because listen, nobody want to be alone.
Well, I think about the fact that how we were talking about that couple, that guy that the wife phone was going off at 2:00 in the morning, was a trainer, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
telling you,
ain't nobody got time to be chicken hawking no phone.
Want your cake and eat it too. Tell them how many you got. It don't matter. There will be some nights when everybody is unavailable. And what you gonna do? Netflix and chill by yourself, I guess. I guess so. I don't know.
Well, all I know is this whole situation is messed up. Period. Yes. If he did go to somebody else, whether he had furniture or not, I wouldn't want a man that just up and left his wife like that. Now, he may not have told the whole story. I don't want a man to just leave his wife, period. But he may not told the whole story. He may have...
well, I think it's good for both parties to have a clear understanding of what's happening. No surprises.
What you mean?
Well, like I said, sometimes people don't listen as they should, but he should have been doubly clear that she understood what was happening. I'm leaving this day. I'm taking these things. Do you understand? Oh, you ain't going nowhere. You love me. That may be true, but I'm leaving on this day. I'm taking these things. Do you understand?
The words that come in my mouth.
Yes.
Well, hey,
you want me to send an email, a text? You want a fax or what?
But well, you already told me. I was say, what's the non-communication? Well, like she was saying that at the time she didn't know where address to serve me, and now you can put it in the paper, but
right for so long
that costs more money too. That costs more money to go that route too.
Does it? Yes. How much the newspaper at? It can't be that much.
But whatever section, it costs more money to do it that way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought newspaper ad was cheap.
Mm-mm. Well, not in
do
that
that
context.
little ad in there, no, it cost nothing.
Well, I really hope that they um well, she said her soon to be ex-husband. I think it's crazy that the mama, because even if the mama agree with the son, which I ain't gonna say nothing, because you know Courtney probably do the same thing, because she love her baby.
Do what?
Take up for you.
Take off me to do what?
Like if you bounce.
But I ain't gonna take all the I'm gonna take the big TV. I'm gonna leave the little one.
The big back one.
I'm gonna take the big TV. You can have the little one. I'm taking that big one now. I need that TV.
I showed the video earlier, Renako. I'm going to send it to you. That she came in with her apartment and showed the video, whatever. It was butt bookie naked.
Look, you can have all the rest of that furniture. I don't know that.
Yeah, it went viral, and she was on the Tamara Hall show, and Tamara Hall was asking the crazy questions too, like, "When no problems, like y'all was good," but then she started saying, you know, about other stuff too. But even at that, you wouldn't expect somebody you've been with that dog on loan.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why is she? So she came home and took a video and sent it to her best friend. Her best friend encouraged her to post it on TikTok, which was just her. Like when you go on TikTok, they suggest your people from Facebook. So she says like 100 people. But what happened is those people shared it and made it viral.
Yeah.
Because like if not even 100, but if 50 people share a few times and those people share it, that's how it go. And then people like, what? He left. You know, and people love a good
They like foolishness,
drama or whatever you want to call that. So, and then she was talking about all these people trying to be detectives. And you know what people gonna do?
To find a dude?
Well, they were trying to find like how long they been together, like you know. But same thing I did. I went through her TikTok timeline to see.
So you detecting too?
No, I just wanted to see what he looked. If she had a picture of what he looked like, because I was like, if you married with somebody all that time and you don't post nothing of you and him, but she did post pictures of the two of them, and he is not a good looking fellow. Hush, boy. Anyway, so you know the intention she said was not to go viral. But she didn't have. I had to agree with her because she did not have enough followers to go viral, but it was the sharing that did it. You see how long them people together?
See how tatted up, all that chest and everything.
So
she do a lot of posting.
Well, I mean, hey, how long were they married on paper? Obviously, well, they've been together since they was 15 or 16, Renako. So they've been together ever.
They don't have no children?
I don't think so. And
that might be, she might not be that on children.
Yeah, you know when
you've been together since you 15 and you mid-30s and you got no children.
But listen,
something wrong with one of y'all.
Listen.
Something ain't working between one of y'all. I'm trying to tell you, something ain't working.
Baby, some people don't want to have children.
Whatever, it ain't what you want. It just happened. Get that old face going, you can't have it. I'm sorry. You pregnant. My bad.
So that could be, we know, and we're not gonna know people that was the case, and that's when they venture out. And sometimes even have outside children.
Correct.
If they have a desire for. Natasha, please do not laugh at this dumb, please.
Listen, side piece pregnant, bet money.
So I really think there's a side piece.
Bet money, pregnant right now. So yeah, you got to get up out of there. I'm ready for my real family. You can't have no children.
And it's sad because you know that for better or for worse.
But that makes sense. You around here trying to be an entrepreneur, you be trying to have some children around here. You need to be concentrated.
But baby, she may be trying to keep her mind off the fact that she can't have any. Look. What you said?
Talking about, yo, yeah, said somebody looking for something. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. It ain't no way in the world. 20-some years you ain't slipped up and ain't one time.
but she could have been pregnant and had miscarriage. There's so many things, but to me, that's really insensitive to know that I'm unable to have children, and I want children as bad as you do.
Yeah, but I'm saying if something wrong with you, ain't nothing wrong with me. I gotta sit here with you and suffer because you broke.
Tell them that's not your thought because you're so dumb. They think
No, I'm just saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate because everybody would. I mean, that's conventional wisdom. Well, you know, you got to stick it out. But yeah, I want you. Why do I got to stick it out and suffer because something wrong with you? And the relationship already wasn't that good anyway.
Well, sometimes it's not that there's nothing wrong with. It could be nothing wrong with either one of them. They don't compatible. They don't compatible.
They're not compatible.
They're not compatible. Hush. Yeah. My sister friend, she had her and her husband, every time she would get pregnant, the sperm would kill the eggs. Something like they pH wasn't working right.
Right. One was the base, and one was acidic, I'm sure, something.
And I'm not this come from a science major. He got to make it a base and a bound, whatever. So
a boo boo baby.
But that would see we're throwing out possible scenarios. Now there's many things that could happen. We don't know. We're missing facts.
This is all conjecture.
I would love to hear what he had to say.
Me too. I'm gonna call him. What's his name? Send me your number, bro. Let's talk. Come on the show. Tell your side of the story. They're out here selling your name.
Really? Yeah. I don't know his. You know, it's
got easy you out here looking some kind of way, brother.
It's easy to find out. Oh, he's been together since he's 16. Yeah, it's easy to find out people's name. I am curious, really, to know if he's gonna.
We're gonna be the first show to have that brother on the show. Tell his side of the story. Come on the show. You come on there and tell yourself. We ain't gonna tell it for you. Tell your own business.
Anyway,
you heard it right here first. He coming on the show.
Wait, what?
Next Monday.
No, don't start that line.
Y'all tune in. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
You're gonna clear all this up.
So anyway, as we wrap up this show, what are your takeaways from this segment?
Listen, my brain hurt thinking about all the different possibilities of what could have happened.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say one of my takeaways is
stay together.
Make sure that stay together. But make sure that you listen to what your partner is trying to say to you, trying to convey, because dismissing what they're trying to tell you oftentimes lead to you missing red flags or the important feelings, and it a lot of times backfires.
When you having problems in your relationship, don't be out of pocket 5-6 days.
You really gonna blame that girl for that?
I ain't blaming her. I'm just saying 2 days max. She'd have came home after 2 days. She'd have called it. Moving out.
Look at Renako.
And she still had the TV. He probably sat in his feelings for years and decided that this is the day, and whatever day that was. This is the day that I'm leaving her. So sick of her. Got to deal with her mess. Causing me stress. Oh.
What remix is that?
Hey, Ryan, sound good.
So, I guess, and what Renako said is true. A lot of times, people get to a point where they just had it. We don't know what the situation was, but just sometimes they get to the point where they just had it. Like, I don't have any more fight in me. I don't have any more, because
you probably left toothpaste in the sink. You know that drives you nuts.
Did you say had toothpaste in the sink?
You're dropping toothpaste everywhere and don't clean it up. You seen that toothpaste in there? Tired of wiping up behind you like you a churn.
Hey, Peerless, you just said it so dumb stuff. Why you gonna do nothing with him?
Sing of this mess.
Girl, listen. Talking about this the day I'm leaving her. So you do get to a point where you just sick and tired of being sick and tired, I guess.
Right. You gotta put up.
But then it's the thing, you don't know the dynamics in their house.
Right. Well, we know the dynamic was bad because he left. They weren't good because he did not stay. He left like a thief in the night and took everything. So they wasn't good. So we know the dynamics. You can't sit up and tell that lie. We don't know. No, we know. the evidence shows that the dynamics was not the goods.
Oh my God, what is
He
wrong?
left her nothing, but that raggedy wedding dress he ain't like anyway. I told her to pick that one, and she picked it anyway. That's why I left you. Left it there. You can wear it every day now if you want, by yourself, because I'm gone.
Who we trying to close this show, but this boy's acting real stupid.
You know that wedding dress ugly. You wanted it.
As y'all see, we on location. We had to come borrow Wi-Fi.
I know, right?
Spectrum got our Wi-Fi down all day. Talking about they don't know it's gonna come back up.
We'll put something on the Wi-Fi. We can get it back.
That
to
what
you.
Jerry talking about. You got some Wi-Fi money?
We'll put something on it.
Listen, all that to my that boy. Yes, that's your friend. That's crazy. But we do know that the dynamics was not the best.
We know.
But she could have been a nagger, a fusser. She could have been a lot of things. He could have been a lot of things. And
whatever it was, they didn't like it. It should have been something different because it ain't work.
Cedric, they've been together since they're 16.
And obviously they were doing it wrong because they ain't together no more.
You get to go in the timeout corner.
Why? It's the truth. Somebody been together since they were 16, like they were doing something right. And they both dollar bills out here. They single. Single. Life.
And you gonna sing the songs by.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just exuding Buddy feelings because he having the time of his life now. He waking up in the morning, popping his fingers and everything. I'm out here.
We don't know that he could be grieving as well.
New boo.
Cedric said the man got a side piece and a baby in the way.
Oh yeah.
Cedric making that up.
I'm saying they've been together since they were 16. Ain't no babies. I don't think that lady can have no babies. So I think he got his side piece pregnant. That's why he left. He ready for his family.
Cedric gonna make up his own story.
That's just my lifetime story. You know, I'm just trying to, I be writing movies and stuff.
As we come to a close, because my husband has obviously lost his mind, because he is crazy out in these streets. I'm sure that
I be trying to make it make sense.
Well, I don't know if we can make that make sense, because even in those scenarios, that's just drastic. But don't ignore the red flags. Yeah. Make sure you listen to what your spouse is trying to communicate to you.
He took the pets too. Did he take the fish and the dog? That's rough.
Ain't nobody know they got pets.
I think they got a little schnauzer or something. I think he took it.
I wish somebody give me my schnauzer.
Why? So they can take it? He took it.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's gone. I leave the dog there.
Forgive me.
It's a new friend.
So you won't be lonely?
Yeah, sleep in bed with you. New little furry buddy.
Well, can you go get me a schnauzer? Not gonna tell me that makes sense.
That
anyway,
makes sense. I don't know.
Y'all work on your relationships, work on your marriage.
Right. Y'all make sure that the
men, if you unhappy, do not let that lady come home to a butt naked place. That's just dead wrong. No TVs, no nothing. Right. Leave the strange women. We talked about strange. Was that last week? Week before? Strange women. If you didn't see it, go back. We talked about it, and then Pastor Gurley joined. He preached a sermon. I actually posted the sermon from Sunday on Black Love Hush. And so that's part 2. So y'all might want to go look at the strange women, the forbidden fruit. Leave it alone. Because she say good things, whispers sweet nothing in your ear. It was the way they be writing them words, you'd be like, that sound like I would like that, but don't do it. They said she was a doorway to hell.
Don't do it.
She said, look, she set you up for the kill. She'd be like, you know what? Come here. And as soon as you come in there, she'd be like, don't go in there.
Don't go in there. You go in there. You go there. It's gonna be good, but you go in there.
We're not gonna let you put a link to in there.
No, don't go in there.
We're not gonna set a link to. I'm scared to know. Anyway, them strange women lead you to hell.
There's a group Cameo. They had a song say she's strange, and I like it.
Just the way she is.
Yeah, don't. No, that's not what it say.
What it say?
Say the way she moves walking down the avenue. But don't listen to Cameo.
Right, don't listen to Cameo. Oh, look.
Oh, that's that video.
That song to my I left home to be with my side piece.
Yeah, that's a song.
They played that at a wedding before. I was like, y'all might not want to be playing. It's a song say, I left home, girl, to be with my side piece. I was like, yeah, I was like, that's not wedding appropriate.
Listen, they played that for the people that were attending the wedding. There was a lot of side pieces in there. They were trying to make you feel comfortable.
Just like at that one wedding, they played Me and Mrs. Jones.
About 5 times.
I was like,
so you just gonna keep that's so disrespectful. Don't you pay the DJ damn dollar? You know what he's doing. Don't you pay him nothing?
Right. Anyway.
Play it again, him. Play it again. One more time, see what happened to you. Bet you won't leave here walking.
Something's wrong with you. Girl, he got to be. Anyway, we borrowed enough Wi-Fi, and Cedric has obviously been smoking all the tweeds.
Right, it's time for me to get some Denter.
Some Denter with a T?
Yes, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we preventing the Wi-Fi household to get Denter. Not really, because
listen, I'm in bad shape. My wife got me up here eating salty nuts.
And tried to put some in my mouth.
Warm, sweet, salty nuts.
Try to give me some. You have your own nuts. I don't want none of yours.
Listen, I was trying to put you on. Hey, so the tenor of our household would be happy and joyful.
Girl, instead of be talking to them like that, it's just crazy.
No, these real nuts. These real nuts. They say right here, see? Honey, salty cashews. So they sweet and salty, and they were warm. Yes. Yeah, I was trying to put some in Angie's mouth, but she didn't want them. She didn't want my nuts.
Good night. Have a good night. Cedric has lost his envelope mind. Good night. This is a safe house. The grill is a safe.
They warm. It tastes delicious.
This is a safe house. You go to your heathen Richmond Heights for that mess. We already know Pastor got the weed man on speed dial.
Hey, you need what you need. The weed is from the earth.
The bishop.
It's natural.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Just don't go no more funerals in Richmond Heights.
Don't forget the crown. That's what
he said he liked to taste the crown.
Right.
Yeah, I think
they served the crown for communion.
Y'all, bye. My husband's crazy. Have a good night. We'll see y'all again.
Peace.
Stay away from the strange woman.
Right.
And that's not just female. That's man's and woman's.
Don't go in there.
If you ain't got a ring on it, don't put your thing on it.
Don't do it.
Good night.